Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Longhorns offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, it's just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for him.
Handoff to the back. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. The back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Longhorns pick up enough for a first down. Or it's snapped to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes out for their first possession today. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Henderson. Short connection to the tight end here. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Big gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down here to 31. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And now the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
To the air, it's Henderson. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking to pass here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush to sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
They'll run it with the draw play. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. They bring him down right at the 20.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They go with a direct snap. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Through the 1st quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Yeah, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's...
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Deep shot caught right at the 10. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss.
And he scores. Touchdown, Longhorns. They're setting out to try the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff teams on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Here comes a handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Henderson. And it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space at the 20. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time.
And he's got it. Touchdown, tied. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
And the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Point after, not great through. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Texas. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First down and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. And that pass falls incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Texas. It was a foot race, and he won it. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Back to throw. It's Henderson. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Off target and incomplete.
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. One team ready to boot it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? Across the 40. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the team.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The sack sets up second down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Trying to extend the play. Gets some space around the 30. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. That's a bullet over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. A quick juke to get free. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's caught on the crossing pattern. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. And you can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Direct snap to the back. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
With a choice to go for it, doesn't pan out this time. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Using a strong stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. Looking to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Longhorns. They'll take the lead in the second half. Kirk They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
Well, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it down in the scoring position, but got stopped on 4th. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The shotgun running play call. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Alabama. No chance to catch it.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going. Big guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And they'll loft this one deep to the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a quarterback keeper. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
He's running out of time here. And they've got him. The defense makes a big play in the last play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Running it back, it's Castillo. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Other returner lost the ball. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain, but took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense facing third down after the incompletion. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
To throw, it's Henderson. Pass complete on a crossing route. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Back to throw again. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
It's a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense cannot be stopped. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
That's an important first down on that running play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Trucks through the defender. The freshman brought down after a nice run. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Freeman. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll test the right side here. Hard running now, breaking tackles. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, Kirk, we thought